The next speaker is one of the top creative minds in the world, and the numbers back it up. He is the Chief Invention Officer and Global Executive Creative Director at Le Pub with 70 Cannes Lions. He's someone who doesn't just chase trends, he invents them, of course. So please welcome Andrey Tyukavkin. Woo! Woo!
Thank you. Still smells success a bit in here. Yeah. Look, so I'm here not only because of all of that doesn't matter that much. Like half of my career went in Baltics. So I was born in Moscow. I moved very early, like 12 years ago. I realized the guy is nuts, so I moved to Riga and spent quite a considerable time in there. And then moved to the West. And that culture clash actually allowed me to see both cultures from a side, right? From perspective, like because I work with Heineken mostly as the global client, I call it the West and the East, you know, so as a big clash. And by the way, so it's like 5 years that I left Riga and moved to Italy. You could see that on the graph of the alcohol consumption, so it went down. Italian went, ooh, you know, getting it, right? Every brand is dreaming of getting it. Like, how do we get into culture? There is a slide that answers it. I don't want to start with that slide. I want to say that, to me, for instance, getting it was getting out of this image that Eastern European son of a programmer is also like forever an IT guy, right? Oh, you're good with computers. A Russian hacker, like I'm telling if I am really. So it was very hard to convince people that creativity can also be rooted in innovation. And what we've done for Heineken proves that, well, it might be the best way to get in the culture. Again, innovation in advertising and creativity has a very unhappy history or fate. Mostly you would be like connected to this kind of suit talk that we creatives are not very interested in, right? Then there is this all hail the new tech buzz that every year in Cannes is like, okay, metaverse, no, XR, no, AI, no, nothing, I don't know, whatever is coming next, right? And usually we've seen with metaverse, my favorite slide, you know, when like it crashed so fast, and we actually used that in one of the campaigns. But the thing is that innovation or innovative thinking is not applied to culture or to creativity. It's a part of the culture. Everyone is updated instantly. Everyone is updated instantly. You don't have the luxury as a brand to say, hey, our first AI generated something. No, everyone already has AI in their pockets, right? So you will not be faster than consumers. You will not say, we are the first to integrate. Nobody cares. Like, that new is already old. Instead, there is a non-linear path to getting into culture through technology or through innovation, sometimes with innovation being the context and not the tool, not the object of the cultural like breakthrough. For instance, this is one of my favorite kids, my favorite children as in campaigns or things we've done for Heineken. Does it play? Probably.
Just for one song only, we could have no phones.
And then everybody who was there all pulled out their phones and were filming the moment. Nobody was in the moment.
Boring phone.
The boring phone. The boring phone.
Boring phone. The list of things you can't do on this.
It's longer than the list of things you can do with it, honestly.
Boring phone.
Only texts and phone calls.
But
Facebook snake thing, yeah, is so funny. It just makes you win straight away.
Phone.
This is what the world needs right now. The boring phone.
La famosa empresa de cervezas ha lanzado su propio teléfono móvil.
Even celebrities are dialing into the phone.
They are not selling the phone. They're giving them away. Flip phone.
Boring phone.
C'est tout simplement un téléphone à clapet aux couleurs de la bière Heineken.
Like, does it flip open? Do you have to text using T9? I have too many questions. Too many.
Boring phone. Boring phone.
And this is how you get a boring phone.
That's one of the ways. Well, we launched a Nokia flip phone for Heineken in 2024 because we realized, we looked at the data, of course, we looked at the consumers, that they were tired with the technology actually getting in the way of socializing. And for Heineken, obviously, it's not about the beer, it's not about the barley and hops, it's about being the social brand. Right? Heineken is the new Nokia in a way. That's why when we got this idea, actually it was my middle daughter, she was like 5 at the time, she said, why don't you make a Heineken phone? I was like, well, why not, really? It's like out of the blue, and then we realized which kind of phone that is. So I called the CMO of Nokia, Lars Zilberbauer, at that time, and I'm like, yeah, let's make a phone together with Heineken. No reason to do it. That was the 7 billion in media was a very early case. We actually got to 8 billion after like 3 weeks worth of free media. We all launched in one country, Italy, in a week of design. That's it. Went around the globe. It broke all the records for Heineken. Still, to this day, it's the most successful campaign. You know how many lions did this win? 0. I mean, it's probably envy, and we know that there have been a lot of movements in the juries, you know, to block this case. We don't care. Like, we don't care because 10 more lions, 10 less lions doesn't make much sense for us. But when we know that this was something that everyone has seen, that's something. And then, you know, it's not that we are like retarded and reversed and like, yeah, we want to go back. No. 3 weeks after, iPad made their ad, remember, with the press, the hydraulic press that crushed everything. It took me 1 day to make this 3D reply. Right? Because we have it in culture. This Nokia is indestructible. Everyone understood it. We didn't need to explain it. So the thing is, when I was trying to find that sweet spot, right? Innovation and creativity, it's inventiveness. And that's why my title, as you mentioned, was Chief Invention Officer. I don't like innovation because it's too broad. And creativity obviously also means a lot now, and you can't be good everywhere. I just focus on this little thing, and I founded something called Le Garage, which is a small network of 4 offices now, where we're basically combine these two. Imagine Tony Stark worked with Loki, right? It's like mind-blowing. In the universe, they're fighting. Imagine they stop. Imagine they start being, you know, like both mischievous and business-minded. And the tagline that we selected to get into the culture is invent the culture forward. What I mean is that you don't have to struggle to be a part of culture. Why? Instead of you just get it and then you invent something new which continues the culture. So the culture of Gen Z switching to dumber devices was like promoted or like advanced by the thing we've done, right? And then someone else builds on that and someone else builds on that. So it's not about getting a place in culture, but how you can actually contribute to it. And there was another example recently, very silly. And I think that not being smart is one of the good advices. Is like, why would you spend time with a brand or think of a person that is showing how smart they are, instead of spending time with someone who shows, or just who entertains you, right? Not even showing how entertaining they are, entertains you. For instance, this is a very smart alarm clock, right? It has a lot of stuff. Nobody really cares about that. But I mean, you could buy it on AliExpress, etc. It has a charger, whatever. And there's this alarm clock, right? And Simone, this lady, she has this. This is an old slide. She has probably more than 4 million subscribers now. We made the case with her because people follow her not for her being smart, but for her being inventive and actually stupid in building robots. And we've made the next case. Actually, we invented it, but she was presenting it, and she said once, like, "Oh fuck, I wish I came up with that," you know. But I will just let the work do the talk now.
Cheers. Working hard, but we never had a breath. On to the next. Everybody take a rest. Can a man just flex? Working hard, but we never had a breath.
So it's a phone case that reacts to the word cheers in 120 language, thanks to machine learning. It just flips the phone on its screen side. Or you could do it yourself, you know. So of course we've done a very few amount of this to show how stupid it is that we have to go all the way to come up with this stuff for you just to actually flip your phone screen down, because otherwise you keep being distracted. A good way, I don't have enough time to show you all the like kind of videos, but what I like is that when I search for a case study to show something, I don't find the case study, and I find instead someone reviewing it.
Do your friends keep scrolling while you're at the bar? Heineken is putting an end to it in the most creative way possible. Heineken have launched the Flipper, a phone case designed to combat phubbing, which occurs when users ignore friends for their smartphones. This AI device detects the word cheers and flips the phone face down, promoting real...
And I mean, etc., etc. So look, we've come all the way from this, like digital things being like a nice addition to the grown-up campaigns, etc. That's how I felt as a digital creative, you know, at first. To people actually making reviews of your stuff that we didn't pay for that guy. We didn't pay for hundreds of guys reviewing that. They were hurrying, racing to review the hot new stuff from Heineken before someone else does it, and we didn't pay a cent. That Flipper thing, the entire campaign cost like 70K, you know. You don't think that Heineken Global is like, you know, 10 million in media. No, we don't need it, because we can interact with these creators. I'm gonna show one more, and then I wanted to get to that point because I think time is not on my side. This is a bit older, but this for me today is the most creative thing we've done in the garage for Heineken. You'll see.
I know I was up on my computer late last night. Our workday doesn't have a finite ending the way it used to.
7 in 10 people admit to answering their work emails or messages when they're off the clock.
Hello everyone, this is...
I agree though that we...
Thinking and your thoughts that you're putting forward.
Heineken is launching something called the Closer.
It's a beer opener that turns off all work apps when you open a Heineken with it.
This is a gadget that puts your computer to sleep as soon as you open a drink. Bottle opener that closes your computer. It pairs via Bluetooth to your computer, and as soon as you open a bottle, the bottle lid triggers the sleep button on your computer.
And go to your house and steal all your other bottle openers so that way you can never use any other one but that one.
What's going on? We're going out tonight, that's what's going on.
This is the Closer by Heineken.
On this next slide, I'll be discussing how it's actually 5 p.m.
base, arraiada.
Just offering you a Heineken. We're having beers in the break room. I'm working. Whoa, how did you do that? This, the closer.
Come on, Seth. Let's have a Heineken. It's after work.
We'll be right back with more late night.
So one person called this the most important campaign ever that they have seen to date. And it's very cool because that person was Simon Cook, the president of Cannes Lion. And it was like, we were like, oh wow, like it did get a lot of lines. But the thing is that it all started with a real thing. I was in Riga and it was plus 34. You can imagine, it's like once in history that happened. And there was a cold Desperados next to me, and my boss, the global CCO of Publicis, Bruno, was telling me, no, but we need a new campaign, we are not good enough. And I was thinking, just if I could just open the Desperados and shut Bruno down. And then I thought I could, because I knew Arduino. So that was the first closer, you know, the button where you put the opener, etc. Literally assembled on my knees, as you see. You know that in Russian there are these things, na kolenke, or which I like more is говна и палок, from shit and sticks. So it's literally how this was made, you know, and then went to become like one of the important campaigns. What I wanted to do as last two stops here is to say that this kind of niche, or I don't know, it's about technology. No, it's not. Like, technology is everywhere. Gaming is everywhere. When someone says gaming is niche, we need more gaming creators or whatever, it's bullshit. It means the person says, oh, I don't understand gaming. And we have seen a lot of examples of brands not understanding gaming. Like, I don't know, there was a disaster Coca-Cola spot that the most popular comment to that was best commercial for Pepsi ever, you know? So. And that tells you something. YouTube removed dislikes because of this campaign. I'm not even kidding. It was because they didn't understand the culture. They tried to be in the culture. The recipe we found for Heineken is like, instead of how can we be part of gaming or culture, why should gamers or the representatives of that culture care about us, right? And for Heineken, for instance, the very simple observation to enter gaming was this. Gamers behave in games the same way they behave in bars, right? There's a lot of shit talk. There's a lot of bonding moments as well. There's a lot of entertainment, right? So the discovery we found was games just are the new bars. These are the bars where the Gen Z is at instead of the bar, right? And based on that, there were campaigns, etc., etc. And I will just show one last thing here. But again, this to me was the main section of the presentation, right? You need to contribute. You don't need to think, how can we be part of gaming? No, how can we give something to gaming which will move that culture forward? And we've done a lot of things with Heineken on gaming, won something. One thing that I'm really proud of, and it was a very low budget thing, is this. This is the play, no, I don't know how to play. Yeah. This is really made again from shit and sticks in the garage in Milano. And the titles that I added while I was on the flight. It's the fridge. This was the video to sell the idea to Heineken. A fridge that cools down not only beers, but your gaming computer. So gaming computer is built inside the fridge. Heineken, the gaming fridge. We've built 10 fridges, 70,000 euro budget, including everything. And this is the video that I like to show. This is the final execution of the fridge, this one? Can we play it? Can you play it from it? Yes. And you'll see why I like it the most, more than any case studies.
Nummer 3, het is weer een YouTube filmpje, dus hou je vast. Het is de gaming fridge.
Heineken had een mooie marketing stunt in Brazilië. Samen met een streamer hebben ze een hele dikke gaming PC gebouwd.
A Heineken criou dispositivo que chega com o objetivo de agradar não apenas os amantes da cerveja, mas também os gamers. The Game Fridge.
Gaming Fridge
na ginawa ng Heineken na it's a fridge with a PC on top. Perfect combination!
Exactly.
Heineken heeft deze hele toffe gaming PC gemaakt waarin je ook je biertjes...
The Gaming Fridge ochłodzi nie tylko napoje, ale i przegrzany komputer.
So, esse computador, que ao mesmo tempo ele resfria as bebidas i resfria também o computador. Ou seja,
stworzyła dla takich osób rozwiązanie. Otóż 26 sierpnia Heineken zaprezentował swoją lodówkę dla graczy o nazwie The Gaming Fridge. Jest to urządzenie, które zadba nie tylko o temperaturę napoju, ale i ochłodzi komputery użytkowników.
The Gaming Fridge, ele será PC com frigobar na frente.
We got Heineken building a gaming PC with a fridge inside. That's innovative, guys.
We have 2 hours of this. We have 2 hours of this. We don't need a case study, you know? 5-second video of what you've done, real fridges we gave to real influencers, that's it. Why? Because they get it. They immediately get that we went into this kind of gaming geek PC building community and we added something to it. The best comment to that case was from a guy that said, I'm not a gamer, but now I want to be, right? And the best result was on the next slide, and that's the final slide, final slide, 46, right? The next one
doesn't work on me.
Exactly. It does. Oh, yes. So it was organically on 9gag, which when I learned about it, like what? Like, you know, it's one of the most popular websites for geeks, etc. And then actually we got Linus Tech Tips also reviewing it. We didn't know any of these guys. We never paid them. So to sum up, I think when you find that thing you can add to the culture, obviously staying true to it, right? Understanding why building a PC is cool, etc., then your investment can go like 10-fold, 100-fold down. Because again, for 70K to be organically on 9gag and Reddit and whatnot, I don't know. It's just, and we also won lines with this, but again, we didn't care that much because of how good it was sitting with the culture. I'm done with this. I have 1,000 slides more. I don't want to steal time.
Thank you, Andrey. Thank you. We have some questions. Laura D, where are you? Okay, please stand up. The book is yours. The first question from Laura. How to distinguish micro trend from a macro trend and make sure that your brand is not late?
Yeah, but I think that was very well shown in the boring phone one. So the macro trend, you would see for a long time the signs of it, you know. We see in a lot of TikToks of Gen Zs saying, hey, why don't I ditch my smartphone and take my grandma's phone because I have less bad experience with it, you know, when we go outside. Then micro trend is mostly something that everyone jumps on, like the iPad press, right? And we knew that there we don't want to invest much, but okay, we have a small reaction. I think macro trend is something that everyone is missing, to be honest, is too invisible. So people mostly jump on micro trends and react to viral dances and whatnot. Well, you need to search for these little grains that are very consistent over maybe, I don't know, a year or something.
Then Janno is asking, what is your own screen time and what app do you use the most?
Well, I have a 1991 Chrysler LeBaron that I keep repairing every night in my garage that keeps my screen time to 0. It's actually very important to be doing something with hands all the time, you know, being grounded in. So my screen time, mostly it's...
You have a phone or you don't have a phone?
Yeah, I have phones, many of them, of course, yeah. No, but the apps, mostly, I don't know, it's probably Microsoft Teams because I use it for work, but I don't play on mobile. I don't use mobile per se except for WhatsApp and Teams, etc. Yeah, I think in general, the less the better, yes.
Thank you so much, Andrey Tyukavkin. What a wonderful presentation and job you're doing. Thank you so much. Yep, all good. And let's have a quick look. Whom actually do we have here in the audience? And maybe we can point our camera to the audience to see who is around. Oh, there are some people on the balcony. Hello, people. Yeah, how are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got the point. You got the point. So let's see, whom else do we have here in the room? Can we get picture back? Yes, okay, those people are there as well. Yes, exactly. That's the right thing to do. Who else is here? And let's have a look. Let's have a look whether they will get the cultural code. Yep. Oh, there are more people. Yeah. Okay, you're waving. What about the gentleman? Gentlemen, what do you need to do? Yes, yes, that's correct. Completely correct. Can we get one more shot from the hall? Another one, please. And then we're, I think, all set. And we know. Oh, yes. Go for it. Go. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. No. Okay, thank you very much. And now it's time for a panel discussion. And I would like to ask to the stage the man, the myth,